Persistence coupled with curiosity is everything in your life, man. Persistence coupled with curiosity is what will keep you in the sales game. I swear every time I read Brian Grazer's book, A Curious Mind, can you see that? I get something different out of it every single time, something a little bit deeper. And two next level skills that you need to develop are persistence and curiosity. And you have to understand you need the two, but they need to be coupled together. They can't be left alone. Persistence coupled with curiosity is like, it's like a great wine paired with a perfect dish. And so the wine is good and the food is good, but when they're coupled together, man, that's what makes it amazing. And the persistence coupled with the curiosity is what's going to make your life absolutely amazing. Now, if you only have persistence, then persistence by itself, you tend to underperform or overcorrect. You underperform in the sense that a customer tells you no, and you lack the persistence, and then you just fold up. You're just like, oh well. And you vow, you like, one day, man, I want to be persistent. But this is kind of what uncovers that deep-rooted fear, especially with salespeople, is they don't want to come across pushy. And so if you're persistent and you're not coupled with the curiosity, then that's what makes you let up. Customer tells you no, you fold up. Or if you're persistent by itself without the curiosity, then you tend to overcorrect. This is where you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna be a boss. This time I'm gonna let people, I'm just gonna stay with it. I'm gonna force feed my way into there, but that's the problem, man. This is where you become across as a jerk because you're so persistent in getting your needs met. You're so persistent in making sure that they hear what you say. You're deaf. You're deaf to what they have to say. You're deaf to any sort of feedback. The curiosity brought in, the persistence alone with the curiosity is what helps you steer that whole conversation, adjusting along the way. You've got to be persistent, dude, but you got to be curious too. Now, also, you can't just have the curiosity. The curiosity by itself is like having your dream car, yet it's out of gas and it's got no power steering, so the wheels are hard to turn. You ain't going nowhere. Everything's a dead end. Grazer's words, persistence is the vehicle that carries curiosity to worthwhile places. See, persistence is what's going to, paired with the curiosity, is what's going to unlock new connections, new opportunities, things that you never even thought that you could have. See, you can't be persistent without curiosity. Being persistent and just kick doors in thinking that you're going to get great results. You're not going to. Nor can you be curious from far, far away. You need the persistence coupled with the curiosity. Dude, that's the vehicle, man, that's going to take you to amazing places. You got to think about it like this, man. Persistence powers, curiosity steers. Persistence powers you, man. It keeps you leaning in. It keeps you moving forward. But the curiosity is what steers along the way. That way you're taking feedback in. You're making the necessary adjustments, yet you don't park, man. You keep on going. Persistence without curiosity is what leads to burnout. If you think about all the times, let's take the gym for example. When you first started working out, you were persistent because you were curious. This was something new for you. All these new exercise equipment. Oh, I can do this. I can ramp it up. I can do all kind of interval training. I can do all kind of, oh, they got spin classes. Oh, they got body pump classes. They got all these kind of different things. See, when you first started your weight loss program, you were persistent and you were curious. But as time went away, man, the curiosity started to kind of wane until eventually it phased out. And this is where you're just persistent. This is what makes you burned out, because then you're just dialing it in. You're getting up at 5 a.m. You're like, let me get this over with. You're getting off at work and from work, and you're going to the gym, just dialing it in. This is what leads to burnout. Eventually you skip a day, a week, a year, and then before you know it, you're 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds overweight. It's because you lost that curiosity coupled with the persistence. You need both of them. Persistence coupled with curiosity is everything in your life, man. Persistence coupled with curiosity is what will keep you in the sales game. Salespeople get burned out. This is why when you've lost your curiosity in the sales business, and you're just persistent. This is why you think every lead is a dead end. You think every customer is a waste of your time. They're all lot lizards. This is because you think everybody's out to get you, is because you've lost that curiosity. The persistence not coupled with the curiosity is what leads to relationships breaking up, because you're persistent. Yeah, we're together, but you're not curious. You're not trying to get a better understanding of one another. And so that's why your whole relationship blows up. You've got to have the persistence to keep that thing powered, but you need the curiosity that's going to steer and make adjustments with everything, with the gym, with the job, with the relationship. That's what steers everything together. But let me take you to the next level. See, the next level was persistence coupled with curiosity. The next level, that's that determination. See, you get that determination when you're persistent, coupled with the curiosity, but because you maintain your curiosity, so you got to understand curiosity comes in different shades. A curiosity for a detective trying to solve a murder is a different curiosity than a salesperson trying to represent his product. Those are different shades, but they're all worthwhile, man. But here's the thing, man. With the determination, with that persistence coupled with the curiosity, that's what gives birth to the determination. That determination is where you keep chasing that curiosity. Things are more interesting. Things are everything is like colorful. You're getting the men's health magazines, women's health magazines. You're learning new equipment, new fitness. You're walking up, striking a conversation with someone else, trying to figure out why they do certain exercises. This is that curiosity in determining what's making customers answer these leads, what is making, how can I get one step further with the customer where before I could not. All these, see, it's all curious, man. You're persistent, you're curious, and this is what leads to the determination. This is that dog with the bone kind of mentality. This is where most people are not determined, they fall back. Because they're persistent or they're curious, but they're not coupled together, and it's that coupling together and it stays with it, that's what leads to that determination. This is where you become that go-to person. This is where people look at your before and after pictures and they're like, oh my God, you don't look like the same person. This is that determination is what makes people, this is what makes you a go-to person, where all of a sudden they say, look, I got this special project, I got this special customer, and you and only you are the person who can handle this. That's that kind of determination I'm talking about. And as you have that curiosity, that persistence coupled with that curiosity that leads to the determination, bro, that's where you get that growing confidence. This is where you become that Paul Bunyan, man, that giant in the room. You've got so much confidence because you're so determined on figuring this out. I'm not getting off until I figure this thing out. And this is where people actually rely on you and need you, and you feel that confidence and you get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the confidence, Grazer's words, the confidence is the very foundation of that ambition. That ambition that you want to be, that unique distinction, that excellence, that distinction of a CEO, of a boss, of an owner, of a millionaire, of a billionaire, of $1 million producer. All of those ambitions that you want, you got to have that confidence. Then you got to have that determination. But before that determination, dude, you got to have that curiosity coupled with the persistence. See, it's the 4 or 5 headed dragon, man. That persistence coupled with the curiosity leads to the determination, which overlaps, which leads to the confidence. And the confidence, man, is the very foundation of that ambition.